Here are the answers to this version of section 3. Question 21. Health experts issued the warning last week following discovery that children and teenagers are consuming 40% more added sugar. We have two subjects here, children and teenager. Children is plural, teenager is singular, and we're talking in general here, so teenager, single, would not do. It'd be much better if you said teenagers, because then your two subjects agree, and it shows you're talking in general. Question 22. 40% more added sugar than recommended, so that fruit juice and fizzy drinks are the main culprits. So we've joined this clause onto this clause here, and we've used the word so, which suggests the first clause is the reason, the second clause is the result, and here this is not true. Here we're just adding more extra information. So we need a different joining word or conjunction, and the word you could use there is and, to show here's an extra piece of information. Question 23. According to the results of a survey conducted Public Health England, conducted is past participle, and here we have a passive clause, although we've missed out the verb be. Sometimes we can do that, but Public Health England are the people who did the survey or conducted the survey, so we need to show here that Public Health England is the agent of this clause. So the word you need to use there is by. 24. Such drinks are the biggest source of sugar with children. With children? With is not correct, so we'll underline that. The word you should use here is for. Biggest source of sugar for children. Question 25. Cereals and cereal bars were next largest source. So we have a comparative, and there's only one because we have next. Okay? And if you make a comparative, you need to use, you need to use a word here. And the word you need to use, is the. Here we are. Question 26. Adults derived a lower proportion of their overall calorie intake with sugar. With is not correct here, so we'll underline with. The correct word would be from. Intake from sugar. Question 27. But consumption was still too high in all age groups. The experts recommending that adults and children limit. Now, recommending is not correct here. If you're talking in general or giving a fact, you tend to use present simple tense. So the correct word form there would be recommend. Question 28. That adults and children limit himself to 150 ml glass a day. Himself is not correct there because we've got plural. Plural adults, plural children, so you could not say him, so we'll underline himself. You'd have to say themselves. This is what's known as a reflexive pronoun. Question 29. To reduce the risk of tooth decay. Those best drinks for school-age children. Those is a strange word to use here, so we'll underline that. Best is a superlative, beg your pardon, there can be only one, so the word you'd need is the. The best drinks for school-age children are water and low-fat milk, told Alison Tedstone. Told is a strange verb, it needs to have a subject, so it won't do here, because there is no subject. We don't know who she told this to. She told it to everyone in general. So a better verb to use there would be said.